This is our counseling office / gallery in Horseshoe, North Carolina. And I have on the wall near the front door the essential inquiry. Which of the many creatures who live in the wild fields and forests inside of me will dominate today? Who or how will I be? What will I embody? And who will decide? Is it my true self, curious, open, accepting, loving? Or is it something else, a less wise part that's filled with rage or grief or panic, hypervigilant, always on edge, thinking of the worst case scenario? I'm pretty convinced that the real problem for life on the planet and the planet itself is this narcissistic, lawyerly, sometimes aggressive persona that can't really witness another without projection, an egoic aspect, obsessively concerned with what I have, what I do, what others think of me, always externally focused, lacking insight, and so unable to step into another person's internal experience. I like to think that my paintings, like my therapeutic approach, suggest that our healing takes place in relationship. We need to be in attunement with another appropriate mammal. That's a phrase from Stephen Porges. I love it. I think he's got it right. Such a beautiful world when we are in self, what I prefer to call the inspired self, because it is a state from which we can be creative. We can see the beauty. We can go deeper beyond the appearance into the real territory of reality, rather than live constantly in some incomplete map filled with rules and shoulds, which just primes us to be constantly in reaction. I've been finding it a challenge to portray the internal parts of us, just as it's hard to arrive at a common language with a client in therapy to grapple with our contradictions and our lack of integration. What you see on the screen here is one of my 3D creations, a more sculptural creation. We don't have this space open yet as a gallery, but it is my hope. At the moment, it seems enough to just create a space for healing to take place. Our counseling business is called A Place to Heal and Grow. I'm going to end here as I end one of my poems that are taped to the wall. Beauty shines down all the time, jostling the stillness. And there are intervals when I know how short life is and how blessed I am.